Good morning, everyone. Mark Mongiardo. My body makes alcohol. I have Auto Brewery Syndrome. I was thinking about something the other day, and honestly, it hit me harder than I expected. I've talked about this. I lost my career because of Auto Brewery Syndrome. I've talked about that before. But what I haven't talked about is what came after. The silence, the people, the relationships. When I look back over the last 20 years of my life, I see classrooms full of students. I see locker rooms. I see practices, games, faculty meetings, professional development days, hallway conversations, friendships. I spent decades building relationships as a teacher, as a coach, as a coworker, as a friend. And then one day I realized something. I don't have a single one of those people left in my life. Not one. Not the teachers, not the administrators, not the coaches, not the coworkers, not even the people I considered my best friends in life. And before someone says, that's just life, maybe. But when your life falls apart publicly, you start to learn who is willing to kind of walk through the fire with you and who was only there when life was easy. I don't say this with bitterness. I don't hate anyone. I don't blame anyone. In fact, I've spent years trying to understand it. People move on. People get uncomfortable. People don't know what to say. Some people believe what they hear. Others simply disappear. But there's a unique kind of loneliness that comes from realizing the people who knew you best don't know you anymore, or maybe don't want to. The hardest part isn't losing the relationships. The hardest part is remembering how much those relationships once meant to you. Because the memories are still there. The friendships still seem real to me. The laughs, the coaches' road trips to conferences, the conversations, the victories, the moments that felt like family. They're all still here, just without the people. And maybe that's one of the hidden costs of Auto Brewery Syndrome that nobody talks about. Not the diagnosis, not the symptoms, not the medical bills. It's the loneliness. The feeling that an entire chapter of your life closed without you ever getting to say goodbye. But if there's one thing this journey has taught me, it's that your worth isn't measured by who stayed. And your story isn't over because some people stopped reading it. So if you're watching this and if you lost friends, relationships, or people who thought you thought you'd be there, you thought they'd be there in your life